So this is my second attempt at this video, because my first attempt was yesterday, and it kind of failed horribly. Oh my god, there's hair on my face. There we go. Today I decided to dress up, mainly because I need to do a couple test runs for my Halloween costume. Can you tell who I am? That's right, I'm Will Byers. It's getting close to Halloween. It's the 25th. 6 more days until Halloween. Gotta get funky with it. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm getting funky with it. Also, we're in a different setting. We're in the corner of my bed. This is my little nest place, which we're gonna talk about today, actually. So, oh shit. Welcome back to Cloudy Cleric. I'm Oliver. Hi, hello. And today, I'm going to be talking about a video that popped into my mind yesterday while I was watching Season 2 of Stranger Things. Season 2 obviously being because it's Halloween, and that's where my costume comes from. I thought for a quick second about being Will going as the Ghostbusters for Halloween. He went as the same Ghostbuster that I did. We both went as Egon. And that was before I even knew about Stranger Things. I think that was before Stranger Things even came out. I went as Egon. But I don't think anybody would get that. So we're just Will in his truest form. I don't know, his most deranged form. I mean, granted, he was possessed. So not all of it was him, but still, very crazy, very deranged. The video that we're going to be making today, the video I'm making today for you guys is, oh, right. Is Will Byers autistic, or am I just projecting? Do like a ta-da. Ta-da! Pull up my terrible script that I scrapped together once I realized that there's no way that I could tackle a concept this complex without at least having an outline. It's titled, Does Will Have Autism Outline? Because I no longer trust myself with improv. So, introduction. How I came about, how this started, how this journey started. I was watching Stranger Things, as one does, as I do all the time. I always headcanon Will as autistic because I am Will. It may not come across that way in my videos, but if you know me in real life and me to like my truest form, I'm very Will Byers. And so I was like, could this be more than a headcanon? Could it be canon? Question mark. So that's what we're looking at today. I went on Google, I went a search in, I typed in something like, does Will Byers have autism? Just so I could see what the internet has already said. And I didn't want to pull up Tumblr posts because Lord knows I've already seen those Tumblr posts. Of course, the only other site that popped up was Reddit, and I don't particularly want to go on the Stranger Things Reddit because every time I do, I actively get dumber. Change the screen. Reaction. Oh. Will Byers have autism? There it is. A girlfriend? No. A crush on 11? Does Will Byers have autism? See, I'm not the only one who thinks this. Yeah, of course, when we look this up, the first thing we get is Tumblr. Does Will Byers from Stranger Things might be slightly autistic, having Asperger's syndrome? Does Will Byers might be actually autistic? Lots of Will Byers is probably autistic. Autistic Jonathan and Will Byers master post. You fucking kidding me right now? Are these headcanons or are these just like real? That's true. That's a very strong piece of evidence for Jonathan specifically. This is just, maybe this is a little off the cuff. Maybe this is a little improv-y. Jonathan, I definitely think that he didn't realize that the photos were coming across as stalker-ish, which is definitely an autism thing. I'm definitely gonna say that's a little bit autistic of him. Like, whenever anybody recommended to watch Stranger Things and they're not autistic, they don't like Jonathan immediately because of the stalker thing. When I first watched it, I was just like, oh, he's like, I didn't see the problem. Obviously now that I rewatch it and I realize a lot more of the criticism, like why exactly people were like, hey, this was creepy. Obviously now I'm like, okay, now I see why this is creepy and I can watch this scene and I understand why it's creepy. But at the time, it did not process in my mind. Castle Byers, that's a strong point that I was going to talk about. Jonathan has a shutdown after they find Will's body. God, autistic shutdowns, literally the worst fucking thing in the world. A lot of the off-the-cuff points that I made yesterday in my video are actually being brought up in this post, which is kind of like really validates my points. What do I have in my inbox? There's this gay kid in my school and he kind of reminds me of you. Maybe he is me, I don't know. I definitely believe that if he does have autism, it's very high functioning. And I know that phrase isn't really used anymore in the medical community, I think. Wasn't in the autistic community because I didn't have a diagnosis, and for a long time I refused that I had autism. And then when I thought I had autism and the first time I got tested and it came back negative, I was like, oh well shit, I can never be in the autistic community now. But then I got tested again and I got diagnosed. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy's. Autism symptoms. Autism in older children. Here are some of our symptoms that we're looking at. Not seeming to understand what others are thinking or feeling. Unusual speech, such as repeated phrases and talking at others. Strict daily routine and getting very upset if it changes. Having a very keen interest in certain subjects or activities. Finding it hard to make friends or preferring to be on their own. And finding it hard to say how they feel. The Australian parenting website. I don't know, is Australian autism different than American autism? Having a very good vocabulary and use formal language, making less eye contact with people, showing fewer emotions on their face, wanting to spend time on their own rather than with their peers, have difficulty making friends or no friends at all, but he has friends. Being more comfortable in a close personal space than other people. Special interests, repetitive body movements, aka stimming, sleep difficulties, anxieties, meltdown, depression, aggressive behavior, Anywho, it's a difficult question to answer whether or not he has autism, because a lot of his mannerisms, especially after, like, in season 2 and that kind of thing, can be explained by his PTSD that he definitely has. I'm pretty sure he has CPTSD. Nonetheless, he has PTSD. Obviously, some of his things can be explained by the fact that he has PTSD. Here are some ways to treat somebody with autism who has PTSD specifically. They might need a longer number of sessions for therapy, longer or shorter durations for each session, regular breaks. Creating feelings of safety is something that can help. Re-engaging with life, mindfulness and grounding. Like, there is definitely a specific way, I would say, and not to say that the treatment that he was getting at H&L was by any means therapy. Makeup's like low-key kind of shit. I think people like Hopper, Jonathan, Joyce, Mike, because they've known Will forever, Dr. Owens, they have a very, very specific way of treating Will. I don't know how to explain it. One big example is obviously Mike's Will voice. I'm sure you've seen posts about Mike's Will voice. People have noticed that in the series that Mike uses a certain voice to talk to Will, or at least that's a theory. Joyce and Jonathan, they have such a different routine than the other family we focus on in the series, which is the Wheelers. Maybe it could just be environment, maybe it could just be personality differences, but I really think that, like, Will has autism. Another big thing that's coming to mind right now is what was coming to my mind? I forgot. What the fuck was I thinking? What was I thinking about? I remember. Sensory to pain. Will's been through some shit. Okay, no denying that. The only time we've really seen him actually sensitive to pain, like physical pain, was when he was possessed. Before he was possessed, he went to Dr. Owens. He got fucking injections. He got his blood taken out all the time. Maybe he's just not afraid of needles, but another symptom of being autistic is being highly creative, which is exactly how I feel. If I don't do creative things, then I wilt away like a flower. Not even a flower. What plant am I? I don't know. Comment below. What plant am I? Will, he's been working on his art skills forever. Literally all the time. All the fucking time. It's his thing. He's drawing. He's painting. He's sketching. That kind of thing. Also, Will's best subject and favorite subject rather than art in the show, like subject at school, is science. And I think that science is popular a lot with autistic people because it's logical and it makes sense. Whereas like history, like I will never understand history. History is just not my thing. English, I like reading books and writing books, but as soon as it's something I'm not interested in, fuck that. If you tell me to go and read a book for school, No, I'm not going to. Restricted interests / special interests, also a big thing that we see of Will. Dustin and Lucas, a little bit Mike, they're able to kind of have like little interests in things everywhere. I mean, of course they all have the things that they're passionate about, but Will has very specific interests that we see from him in the show. Especially in season 3, it is a massive thing that they try to get across. I mean, not only that he's just like not understanding of why Lucas and Mike were talking about girls all the time, not just because Will has a crush on Mike, because he also doesn't understand when Lucas talks about Max either. And last thing I checked, I don't think that Will has a crush on Lucas or Max. He's gay, so I don't know how that would work out. It's so hard because sometimes like the inside of me is like, I don't want Will Byers to be autistic because I want to project myself onto somebody who isn't autistic because I low-key hate having autism. But the other thing is like, oh, autistic representation, and he can be me, and he has all the same things that I do. I guess that I really don't want them to confirm that he has autism in the show, so it can be whatever I want. So yeah, season 3, Will fucking loves D&D. I've also interpreted his D&D talk in season 3 as him trying to get back his childhood or lost time where he would be playing things like D&D with his friends. I kind of play devil's advocate with all the evidence I'm bringing up because I feel like it could definitely point to other things. But, you know, restricted interests, definitely. D&D, loves D&D. Art, 1000%. Mike Wheeler, we all have a special interest in Mike Wheeler. I didn't say it. Baby girl, you will always be famous to me, Mike Wheeler. Season 4, Mike Wheeler, I'm gonna hold you in my hand, squish you. My coworkers were complaining that he didn't look good in season 4. They just don't see him how I see him. They're looking at each other, they're gonna kiss. Sorry. Unrelated tangent, a big thing I can think of is Lord of the Rings. I feel like I don't need to have an explanation for that. Like Mirkwood, I'm pretty sure that's a Lord of the Rings reference. Radagast, which is the password to get into Castle Byers, which I haven't even touched on yet. Radagast, password for entrance to Castle Byers. Lord of the Rings reference. Definitely he has a special interest in Lord of the Rings. Tigers, big thing. Not that he ever talks about tigers in the show, he just has a lot of tiger stuffed animals, and tiger pictures, and tiger... He has a tiger. Can you imagine? He shows up to season 5 and he's like, guess what, guys? I brought my fucking tiger with me. It's big ass. Imagine it's a lion and not a tiger. That's only funny to me. I'm the only one laughing right now. And I'm not even laughing that hard. Now I'm going to talk about one of my most damning pieces of evidence of the autism agenda. Castle fucking Byers. Castle Byers is the most autistic shit I've ever seen. My room is my Castle Byers. And if I lived where Will lives, of course I would build a fort outside and name it Castle Byers. Actually, in therapy, my happy place is Castle Byers. I didn't say that. Okay, well. Whoa, that bone pop was like so crisp. Castle Byers. Definitely shown throughout the series that Will needs his alone time. He likes his little recharge spot, which is what I like to call it. Nesting is a symptom of autism, and if you can't tell, this is my nest. My autism nest. Where I fester all my autism, where it grows. I cast spells, and I make vaccines, and I turn your children to the autism side. Yeah. I don't know what that was, sorry. Imagine if my next point was like, actually, you know how Will gets those injections in season 2? Well, those made him autistic because vaccines. That would be fucking insane. And canonically, one of the things in Castle Byers, he even writes about this in Will Byers' Secret Files, is that Castle Byers has lots of pillows and blankets. Like the Community episode Pillows and Blankets. Also, Should I Stay or Should I Go? We all have that one song. The autism song.
Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will be trouble.
Have you seen that fucking image? Wait, let me pull this shit up right now. I know it's on Pinterest. Go to my Pinterest. Slay. Why is Gerard Way here? This will never not be funny to me. What does it mean? I also think this is the reason why I say literally heartbreaking all the time. I can't even read it out loud. Literally heartbreaking. See that crack? He just broke his pussy. That is the real knee slapper. That is the funniest fucking thing. Oh my god. He did it for the Vine? God, girly, I'm so sorry. Is that Germa? You're laughing. He just broke his pussy and you're laughing. Shut the fuck up. That was so RuPaul. I'm fracking for you, queen. Hit the slay button. Slay. Where is it? Is this the one where he breaks his walkie? Nope. R.I.P. Eddie would have killed on Grindr. That is so fucking true. I'm not an Eddie fan, but he would have slayed. Grindr would have not stood a chance. Should I slay? Ayo, fuck the Met Gala. Fuck that bitch. It's this picture. His coming out scene. No, that is so fucking true. No, this is the should I slay or should I go picture that they use. This fucking cockroach. Why was there Nakito Kamida with boobs? This will forever be famous to me. I was never like an Eddie stan, but this shit goes hard. See, this is me right now. Do we look the same? Imagine I had Nutella all over my face. I'm gonna go to the thrift store, I'm gonna find an extension cable, and I'm gonna wrap it around myself, just so I can be Will Byers when he's literally insane. I should learn Morse code too. I only speak in Morse code the entire night of Halloween. Me when I can't find the should I slay or should I go? Bitch. See, me right now. Tell me, do I slay? I need an answer right now. F-slur? It's a choice. Literally Mike Wheeler. Yeah, he would post this. I was not the same person I was before reading the Vancine script. No, that is so fucking real. Rip Eddie Munson, you would have loved the Arctic Monkeys. That's so true. Believer. I'm in love with an emo girl. That's enough of that. In conclusion, what do you think? Is he autism? Is he the y'all, is he the autistic? Is he? Maybe. We'll never know. Before you go, like this video if you like this, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. All of my content, I'm not even shitting you right now. It used to be like, I only want to post about Stranger Things sometimes. No. This is my fucking life now. This is a Stranger Things channel. So if you like Stranger Things, smash that like button and hit the bell. We're at 600 subscribers, right? We're at 635 subscribers. I don't think I've even seen... That's a lie. I was gonna say, I don't think I've even seen 635 people in one room. I remember when I got 200 subscribers, I was surprised that I even... Like, I thought 100 subscribers was gonna be my peak, I'm not gonna lie. But when I reached 100 subscribers, I was like, wow, can't wait for the decline in popularity of my channel, though, that I've hit 100 subscribers. But 635? That's, like, literally actually, insane. I'm holding all of you guys in the palm of my hand, right here, squishing you, but in the best way possible, bouncing you like a basketball. I'm giving you a nice, scented candle. That's my favorite thing. Okay, well, that's actually it. Bye! What the fuck?